I don't even know what to say, so I'm just gonna call him. Hey, what's up, painters? In my last video, I mentioned that I was taking on an art apprentice. I wasn't that serious. He's not really an art apprentice. He's just a friend of mine that's starting to also be a full-time artist. And we're doing a podcast together. But before we do that, I wanted to show you guys his art. But I don't really know what to say right now about introing his stuff. So we're just gonna call him, and I'm gonna kind of let him intro the video on his own.
Yo, I'm chilling here, watching Marvel Strike Force, Townhouse Crackers. Heck yeah, the video is gonna be cool. I don't know what the intro is, but we out here, 856.
Alright.
Got no bev.
Dang, crackers, no bev.
I'm struggling.
Get off my phone. So yeah, that's Keenan. He's an artist. We met in like 2nd grade and we bonded over South Park. I don't fully remember how we became best friends, but it's my best friend for over 15 years. And now he's doing the full-time art thing, and I'm gonna kind of guide him through the early process, but I wanted to show off his work so you guys could see what he's doing. It's a lot different than what I do. He doesn't do monsters and stuff, but he does work with wood, takes old skateboards and upcycles them, reuses them into these really cool mosaics. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to intro Keenan because I've known him for so long that it's kind of like, it's just Keenan. Like, I wish I could just be like, hey guys, you already know Keenan, like it's just Keenan, he makes art. You guys don't know him yet, but you're gonna get to know him when we do this podcast thing. But look at the art. Instagram, we're gonna look at his Instagram portfolio. Yeah. Okay, let's look at Keenan's Instagram profile. His @ is @akeenbean. As you can see, following. The only person you should ever follow in your life, besides me, is Keenan. Unfollow him just to follow him back. So we will start at the bottom of his profile. Usually when I do these art reviews, I like to start at the beginning so you can kind of see people's style evolutions. Story behind these mosaics: he had some skateboards, cut them up, he made some of these like square regular ones in the beginning. So I already know all of Keenan's art. I've seen it all before. These aren't going to be like, oh my god, look at this, I've never seen something like this before, because literally I see everything before it gets posted for the most part. I get update pictures of everything he's doing. I've seen it all. I am looking at this first one. What would that be, a saxophone? Already looking at this one, and this was 120 weeks ago. What's that, a little over 2 years. I already know that he's significantly improved. It is cool to kind of see where he started out with. I know nowadays if he did this, it would probably be all individual pieces, maybe like bearings in there instead of the grip tape. So it's really cool to like already know personally like, oh, his style evolves. We're gonna like every single picture of his just to make him feel weird, because he knows that I'm filming this today, but we're gonna like every single picture. All of this stuff is made from skateboards. Got this pineapple, and what Keenan does is he doesn't paint anything. Like, he uses the graphics of the board, he'll sand it down, but he's not personally painting anything. And I think that's really cool because it kind of makes his creations a treasure hunt in finding the perfect colors for stuff. So, you know, he's got to find all these greens and these reds and things, and I think it's awesome. Like, all this brown is worn, sanded boards. That's sick. A lot of the fun of his art is also just looking at all the graphics that he's used. Like, all these little guys, they look sick. Monster with slime coming out of its mouth. I will say that, again, because I've seen most of these things and I know how his art looks these days, it's so cool to see how much he's improved certain things, because this giraffe, all brown, and he kind of used browns for the background, it's there, but it kind of blends in. And nowadays, like, he's super good at making sure that like the colors pop, doesn't blend into the background. I'm so excited to show you guys some of these things. They're so sick. This is like a super big piece that he did, this big old parrot, and then all these are just individual squares. Like, think about how long that probably took to cut and glue and fit perfectly together. Yeah, right. He always does some extra detail shots so you can see. All of his pieces are textured. This one, I love this style. So he used an old skateboard wheel for the eye, and then the way he does the background for these, like the thin boards, so sick. Keenan loved an image. Look, he's texting me right now. Get out of here. The way he does those like strip boards on the side, I would love to actually see him do more of that. Wait a second. I'm kind of confused now. I always thought that these were strips, but it turns out that they're strips, and then this is open space, which is actually even sicker now that I'm looking at it. Oh my god. Stop texting, and it's popping up on screen, you cock nose. That's how we treat our friends. This one's really cool. This long shark. How many boards is that? 1, 2, 3. How you talking trash with no kneecaps? I'm about to push you over. Looking like Keenan desperately wants to be in this video. I remember him doing some of these cartoon characters for the first time. Look, there I am. First, people went crazy and they were like, you gotta do this character, you gotta do this character. And he was like, I don't know if I really want to do that. So you'll notice that he does a couple cartoon characters, and eventually he starts to get more into like human figures, and like his cartoon characters are sick, and obviously people are always going to love them, but the human figures he's doing these days, they're so sick. And it's kind of cool because he was able to take the stuff he learned doing these human figures for the cartoons and then apply them to like real people and real figures. Very, very sick. So this was a Hey Arnold one he did. He's got Arnold, Gerald, and Helga. Very nice, very classy. This owl like looks small in this picture, but in person it is massive. Some more cartoon characters. You got Rocco, Charlie Brown, Pinocchio. Yeah, look how massive this owl is compared to like a normal sized human being. So huge. That thing is giant. And then he's got this little lava lamp in the background as if we wouldn't see. Actually, no, we're not supposed to see that. That's a different Instagram picture. I'm just a dingus and I didn't realize. Whatever. Some more Bart Simpsons. Keenan's only tattoo that he has is Bart Simpson. He's got a thing for Bart. Some more birds. I love the pictures he takes where he incorporates his pieces into nature. If you think about it, man, the skateboard, man, it started out as a tree, dude, and now he put it back in the tree, man. And if that isn't the circle of life, I don't know what is. Kevin Bradley right there poking through. You thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. Stewie and Brian. I specifically remember him telling me like, yeah, I'm gonna take everything out of the fridge and take a picture of this penguin in there. And I kind of giggled about it. And then when I saw the picture, I was like, oh, good Lord, he really did it. Bart Simpson with the politic board. I like that this was like kind of sanded too and like edged off because it almost gives this like shadow look to it. That's awesome. Damn. See, like you're gonna notice new things every time you look at his stuff. This was a dog commission that he did for somebody. And here's that commission with the actual dog that it was made for. Like I said, I love when he takes pictures of his pieces out in nature because this bird literally looks like it belongs there. Like that's, I love that one. Honestly, I would take a print of just this picture right here. Forget even having the piece. Give me the print that I can frame that specific picture. I love these too. I really think that he should do like a ton of these. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to see him do a lot more of these, but just have like really cool stuff on the screens. I think they're awesome. He like wood burned the letters into there. So he's got like this classic Street Fighter board. So this is cool. Check out this Cartman right here. It's a decent piece. Red board. It looks like Cartman. You can tell that it's him. Everything's kind of wood burned in. It looks good. It's cool. I want to scroll up to this Cartman that he did recently and let him flex for a second. The improvement of his work from that last one to this one, so sick. Like this is the stuff I love seeing when I look at people's art. So dope. Dang, 281 likes. Wow, that boy is popular. Oh man, it's almost like you guys should, follow his art and buy all of it and make him rich. Very sick. I love this. I would also like to see him do more stuff like this. It's got all the wood grain beneath. Do this more. Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna like my own comment. High five myself in public real quick. Just prepare yourself. May 24th, 2019. From this point on, his art looks so sick and he does so many cool human figures. And I'm very excited to show you guys all of them. If you don't like them, I will beat you the up. He did these 5 heads. We'll click into this one just so you can see them all. I love this one because it's got the leaves in the face, all the orange hair. So sick. And then the HKB just like kind of hidden in there. Magenta board. I really like this one. And this is a map. Very talented indeed. This one's so sick. I love the way he did this piece. He wasn't a fan initially of like kind of the sanded look and the gaps in these, but I freaking love these. Cool post. Would love to collaborate. Don't collab with them. Collab with me. High five myself in public again. High five him just for trolling the Rising Tide supply. This Cheshire cat's dope. I would like to publicly point out and just kind of call him out publicly. We'll say publicly one more time just so we know it's public in the publicly. He owes me a piece. I gave him like 30 to 40 boards like 2 or 3 years ago, and this man still owes me a piece. So publicly, I'm calling him out. You owe me a piece, you son of a. These are, I love these too. So these are all faces within this face. Look at this Michael Jackson board. So good. Thriller? Oh, fire. I really do love his art. I know I'm like making jokes because when it comes down to it, this is my best friend. I kind of told him that I was going to make fun of him this whole video, but it's kind of hard to. He's so talented. It's like actually difficult to talk junk on any of his art because it's so incredible. As I said earlier, like I joke about like, oh, he's my apprentice, haha. But it's literally only because I'm only going to be able to like mess with him and troll him for so long because he's definitely bound to outsell me and be a way bigger artist than I will. So sick. Look at this one. So that picture was the original, and then this is the portrait version. We're about to get into some of the portraits of his friends. He was like asking for pictures of all of his friends, and then he starts doing all these really cool portraits. So this one, this is of this guy Chris that we all know. So this was the original picture, and then this was Keenan's interpretation of it. So amazing. I love that one so much. That one's sick. Pizza nose, crooked hair with the blue. Oh, and I love the patterns on the face there. See, you notice something new every single time. This one, I'm pretty sure, was of this dude Corey that lives down in Florida. So it's him standing there with the board, Theories of Atlantis sticker, some Death Wish boards. This one, it's a UFO against like King Kong or something. That's awesome. We have time to watch a Corey clip. Why not? We have time. Front heel. That's nuts. Jesus. This is pretty sure a portrait of this guy Josh that lives in Florida. Let's see Josh's crazy kickflip, and then he either backside flips or does an amazing backside 180 over a rail, and it's ridiculous. It was backside flip. That was, oh my god. Look at that flick! Holy all of a sudden this turned into a skateboard review video. Again, I love that like everything's raised so you can see those shadows underneath. So awesome. Very, very well received last year. I remember him doing this one and so many people hit him up to buy this, and it was not for sale. It was for somebody specific. He always told me that I needed to send him a portrait for him to do a piece, but I refuse to do that until he makes my own piece because, yeah, don't give them what they want. Sometimes you gotta make them work for it. It's got the DOA beer can there, the HKB. Hey, Keen Bean. So Keenan has two Instagrams. His personal one where he just posts like skateboard clips, it's Hey Keen Bean. And then his art one is A Keen Bean. I know of quite a few people that have followed Hey Keen Bean thinking it's his art account. And then they're like, where's his art at? You have to follow A Keen Bean. Itchy eyes. This is probably one of my top 3 favorite pieces of his. Sorry I'm itching my eyes so hard. I'm really going in there. So this is one of my top 3 favorite pieces of him. Number 1, love the giant glasses, love the orange hair. Foundation boards, I love their logo. So foundation boards in there, so sick. I love the use of yellow, blue, and orange. I don't know. This piece just reminds me of like summertime and just like, yeah, I don't know. This is one of my favorite pieces. This piece is of his cousin, and she's posed on a bench with this portrait of her posed on a bench. So awesome. He was like tripping about that piece too. This guy is so critical of his own art, but he's literally so freaking talented. It's crazy. Kanye West piece, 808s and Heartbreak, and he did the heart in there. So awesome. The money suit. The attention to detail is immaculate. The people tag Kim Kardashian. Wouldn't it be crazy if they bought it from him? This was a Kurt Cobain piece he did as a commission for someone. Is this Billie Eilish? I love her music. If you ever see my comments on his posts, don't take them serious. We just troll each other pretty hard. Pretty much if he ever does a musician or an actor, I'm going to ask if it's somebody else. That doesn't give you permission to do the same. This was during quarantine. The cool thing about everything shutting down, although it was very stressful, it kind of gave him all this time to really work on his art, and you're gonna see it really tighten up within the last 2 months, and that's kind of what gave him the confidence to say, like, I'm gonna take the chance and do this full time. Pretty sure he just submitted this into an art show. I'm hoping that our boy can pull out. There he is. Look at that beautiful mother. There he is. We were having a facial hair contest all of quarantine, and as you can see, this is how it grows in. I don't need to say much else, but just know this is how it grows in. Rough. Think we know who won that contest. I'm pretty sure he's keeping this for himself and he's having it like professionally framed. I love this piece. All the different size bearings is the hair. This piece is so amazing. And like all of those are individual pieces and they just fit together so well. Like he's seriously mastered like fitting all these pieces. That's so good. Usually he'll FaceTime me and I'll get to see sneak peeks. So when he posts to Instagram, I don't ever fully look through all the pictures. Gosh, like how tight they all fit together. That's so crazy. He was showing me this other artist that does like skateboard art the other day and he was like, man, she's so talented. I'll never be like her. But good lord, like, I don't think he needs to even worry about that because, damn, these fit together so tight. That's what she said. This is insane. Jesus, that's really, really good. Sailor Moon. He had so many requests to do, like, so many more after this one, and I think he's going to do Sailor Venus possibly for somebody, but, yeah, nah, this Sailor Moon one's sick. Little upskirt shot. Whoa, Keenan, you perv. Cartman and Tally. Do more of this bitch boy.
Most recently, he did this giant Mac Miller piece. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this one. This one's awesome. We went back and forth and discussed so many options for what he could do for the sunglasses. And he was initially thinking about getting some like magazine stuff and using clear grip tape to have like a reflection in there, but he ended up going just with the solid blue. And apparently the blue matched the guy that commissioned this. It matched this like blue stuff that he had in his house. So yeah, this one's awesome. He'd like wood burned in the tattoos, and like they're there, you can see them, but they're not overpowering. And then he had this chain in here going to the old fish in the mouth. And this was the reference picture that he used. So you have this one, Keenan's version. So amazing. I think I said something stupid on this one. I thought I did. Did I not say something stupid on this one? Why didn't I say something stupid? Is this Beyonce? Again, just because I do this stuff does not give you guys permission to comment weird stuff on his stuff. This was, I think, the latest piece that he's done. I think this was also a piece that he submitted for an art show. So once again, fingers crossed that our boy comes through with that win, make some money at the Sarasota. I think it's Sarasota Art Gallery or Art Center or something. So we're hoping that he can pull out the win. So that was Keenan's Instagram, @akeenbean. Go follow him. Amazing artist. And you're going to see a lot more of his stuff coming soon because we're doing the art podcast. So you'll get to know Keenan a lot more.
All right, so you guys got to see Keenan's Instagram portfolio. You got to see all the work, the progression of his stuff. We're gonna film our first episode of our little like full-time art podcast probably next week, and then I'll put it out either the last week of July or the first week of August. If you aren't already, obviously follow his Instagram page, keep up with his art. He's making awesome stuff all the time. Subscribe to the channel so you know when we release new episodes of the podcast. If you have ideas for what we could talk about related to full-time art outside of some of the things I've already mentioned in previous videos like budgeting and marketing yourselves, please feel free. Comment what you guys would like to see us talk about. Stay tuned. We still don't have a name for it, so comment name ideas. We need a name. Yeah, that's about it. It's my best friend. He makes cool art. Love him to death. Peace.